Hello everyone, welcome to Lorenzo Data Solutions. My name is Anipe Abraham, SAP SuccessFactors consultant and corporate trainer. So today I would like to explain about the latest release updates on SAP SuccessFactors Time Management H1 2024. So here there are a few updates which I felt like the most important. I have not posted everything here, but only the few updates that I posted. And I'm sure that those who go through this short video definitely helps you to understand these features, and so that you are aware about updates, and then you can adopt these changes in your real-time configurations. So now you know that with regarding the release schedule for H1 2024, that's a preview release April 19th, 2024, and production release May 17th, 2024. Now, first I would like to explain about time forms in employee self-services. Right. So using the employee self-services, now what you can do, right, as an employee, it is now available, it is possible to generate the forms using the templates based absences, the data, the absence data, whatever is stored in the system. What you can do as an employee, you can go to the people profile, you can generate and you can preview the template of your absence data. The same absence data, you can also download that form in a PDF format. And at the same time, you can also email the PDF format or HTML message. So SAP made this enhancement to generate the absence forms. In the previous release, it was available for the timesheet as well. Now with this release, you have absence data that can be generated as the absence data in the template, and then you can generate it here. In order to use this feature, that what we need to do, we need to go and enable document generation, and then time off feature must be enabled. And at the same time, the time form feature configuration object also needs to be enabled. In order to enable that, we have given some of the role-based permissions that you need to enable. So you need to go to the manage time management user, then you user that under the user section, then you need to go and enable generate time forms permission to provide access to the generate time forms in the people profile. So all the corresponding permissions, that everything is required for managers roles, for user roles, and all the other corresponding permissions. Now you can see that when you go to the time of section, and if you just go on click on that below the time of data, you can see there is something, a link and a hyperlink which is highlighted here, the generate time forms. So when you click on it, the system opens this page, and then you can select your language local and select the template what is already pre-configured, and the system will display that the preview of your absence data that can be generated in the PDF format, or you can also send an email. You can see those options at the bottom of this particular functionality, right? When you generate it, the system will display the data. You can see your absences, your start date and end date, and how many days you have taken, and you can see that complete information. And I'm sure this is one of the very important functionality and flexibly available for every user, so that you can use this feature available make it available for your employees. Next, another feature is time of enhancements in the new profile page. Now from this H1 2024 release, SAP introduced a new people profile page. So in the new profile, a preview, there is a particular feature is included which is called a spotlight include. In the spotlight, there is below that you see there is an option called out of office information for employees when they are away from work. So even in the spotlight shows even the upcoming absences when they are away from the work, work next week, and etc. If you want to enable this one, then you need to go to the company system or logo settings, and then you can see there is an option called, if you go and use a control F and search it, like you will find an option show current absence status. And if you are able to enable it, and you will be able to see in the spotlight view, and you can see here out of office back on March 4th 2024, and this is one of the important functionality you can see. Now in the current version, the out of office information considers absences, holidays, non-working days, everything system is going to show. And even when you're going to back on information, it is going to be displayed in the people profile. This is a latest people profile page. Now it includes an improved screenshot that contains a more complete, better illustrates the upcoming absences. You can see here that you can see out of office on Wednesday from particular period to particular period, and you are able to see that information, which is more informative, so that when somebody comes and opens your people profile and is going to view it, on the top of the page you can see that you are going to be out of office for a particular period of time. And this feature is definitely one of the important feature, but this is based on the customer choice. It is not available universally automatically. This has to be enabled by the customer for the employees, but it is an admin opt-in functionality. But this feature is one of the major functionality available. Next, time type filter rule restriction removed. Now from this release, SAP removed the limit on the number of time type filter rules. Like the time type filter rules in the sense, for example, there is a particular time type, let us say maternity leave. It is only gender specific, right? Maternity leave for whom you can go into, you can make it available only for female. Let us say paternity leave, or let us say military leave. There are different time types that you can gender specific or general neutral you can specify. This feature, we used to have a limitation that these many time types, that you can only set up the rules with a time type filter, so that even though that you can make it available as a ESS, that those time types are only visible for employees based on the gender specific. This feature was available, I am sure that from the last 2023 release, maybe H1 or H2. But now there was a limit for that. But now SAP removed that limit. Keeping in mind that the more rules you are assigned on the time profile, the more complex those rules are. But still, though SAP removed the limit, but still SAP recommends you to maintain it, less a time type filter rules, so that you don't make it complex, make it simple. So do not use the time type filter, the time types that has more. For example, if there is any time type that is associated with the time account type, SAP recommends you don't use those rules, because there is a time account type for a vacation. How can you make it a time vacation time account time type as a general neutral general? You cannot do that. SAP recommends that try to avoid any time types that is linked with the time account type. Recommended only for the time types without a time account type. But recommended again, make sure that you are simplifying it. Make sure that you don't add more complex those roles that will create a lot of confusion. Now, earlier you have a maximum 10 available time types for a time filter rule, but now it is completely removed from the system. Okay. Next one is validation